Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Oh, yesterday was weird. So Caitlin's all settled. I've talked to her several times since we left her in Kansas for her internship. She got all moved into her apartment, got her bed made, got everything organized the way she wanted it, got all of her food put away. She went to Walmart and got some things that she had forgotten and some things that she didn't know she needed. I asked her to make a list of things that we need to get when she's here over the weekend, because I didn't want her to get a lot of stuff because we can get it when she's here. And she didn't take a ton of money with her, so I don't want her to be completely broke on the first day there in case she needs something. We did make sure to fill up her car with gas before we left, so she has a full tank of gas. She and her roommate are going to carpool together, even though it's not that far, but they'll save a little bit of gas since they're going to the same place, home and work, so they're going to take turns going back and forth. I told Caitlin, just bring your clothes home and we'll wash them, because for one thing, there is no laundry detergent. There's a washer and dryer, but no laundry detergent. So we'll take care of that. And I need to get some anyway, so I'll just give her some in a little container of some sort. So last night was weird. It was weird for both of us. So she FaceTimed me and kind of gave me a little tour of her apartment. A little more of a tour than she gave before. She kind of gave me a little video tour before, but then she walked around and talked about things, which was cool. Her kitchen is gorgeous. It has stainless steel appliances, nice flooring, nice countertop. Not a lot of cabinet space, but I guess a lot of college kids don't cook, probably, so that's probably why not very much storage. But I said, you know, if it gets to the point where there's not enough for everybody, you guys can keep stuff in your bedrooms, because they each have their own bedroom. And their bedrooms lock, which is good. In case, you know, you want to just make sure that everything's secure while you're not there, especially on a weekend. If you leave, then you don't have to worry about anything. Not that her roommates would do anything. She only has one right now. They were supposed to be 4. One of them canceled at the last minute, and the other one doesn't come till like June 4th or something. So it's kind of nice that it's just her and one other girl, and she's getting a chance to know the other girl, so that's nice. She said they have a lot in common. She said, I think we're going to be great friends because we already get along really well and we just clicked. So I'm so happy because she'll have another person to talk to. Have a real live person there to talk to. Yay. And it's good to get along with your roommates because they're there all the time, and especially when you work together and live together, you should get along. Otherwise, life is not pleasant. So something really frustrating happened though. We drove 2 cars, right? So my husband drove one car and then I rode with Caitlin in the other car. She could have done it by herself, but she was a little leery because she's never been there before. She had to drive through Kansas City rush hour traffic on the interstate. And she was a little nervous about that. I was a little nervous about that. My husband was a little nervous about that. So we went together. It's a good thing we went because there were some hairy situations. Those people drive like crazy people. All of you that live like in a highly populated area where you have to drive in the interstate every day, do you just feel stressed all the time? Because we saw so many dumb things, like people just zipping in and out of traffic like it was nothing. My husband almost got completely creamed because this pickup truck was just weaving in and out of the cars, and he was moving lanes, and the guy came up behind him and was going to go in that lane, and he was like, ah, and then so he started to move over and the guy went that direction too. So it's just sheer God that he did not get smashed, because they're going upwards of 80 at least on that road. We made it there. We stopped at McDonald's and got some breakfast and ate there for just a little while. Then she was worried about being late, so we left there and we took her to the front office. Both of us parked, said our goodbyes. She met the other girl because she pulled up right after we did. They said hello, you know, blah blah blah, met each other. They went in and I said, let's sit here just for a little bit in case she needs something, just for whatever reason. So in a few minutes, sure enough, she came out to the car. She goes, what's my social security number? I'm like, I don't have that, sweetie. That's in my jewelry box at home. And her dad's like, wait, I think I have it in my wallet. They change insurance often. So she goes, wait, I think I took a picture of my social security card and put it in my phone. She goes, I just have to find it. She found it and she went inside. So we thought all was good. So we're like, okay, I think we can go now. So we decided we'd poke around the town, which I talked about yesterday. And then later she texted and she said, can you overnight my social security card to me, because I have to have the actual card for paperwork? And I'm like, okay, sure. I'm like, oh my gosh, alrighty. So I was worried that we weren't going to make it back to get to the post office in time. because I don't know what time they have to send it out. And it ended up raining, so it was kind of gross outside for a little bit. We left after a while. I went to Dollar Tree and got some stuff for her just as a little surprise, and I sneaked it into the car. She saw me. Dang it. I even like hunkered down and stuff. But the building she was in is right by the parking lot, and it's covered in windows. Of course, a plant place would have lots of windows, right? So she texted me. She goes, "What are you doing? What are you doing back already?" I said, "I was saying goodbye to the car. I'm going to miss it." I was like, not so sneaky, huh? So anyway, she found the little gift later, and she really liked it. It was a nice little surprise. I just got her some stuff at Dollar Tree. They had some lavender bath stuff, and so I got her a purple gift bag and some purple fill, that crunchity stuff. I found a congratulations card, so I congratulated her on her new job and how proud I was of her, and her dad was too. And I put in some lavender bath bombs, little round things, and I put in some hand soap for her bathroom and a Yardley bar of soap. And it turns out it's a good thing I did, because they didn't have any hand soap. So there you go. I almost had her bring paper towels, and she's like, "No, I don't think I need those," because supposedly they were supposed to have everything in the apartment. Well, they didn't have as much as they thought they would have, so that's her making a list so we can get some things, because whatever she gets, she can use when she moves out for real, whenever that is. Anyway, so we headed home. We were trying to figure out where do we want to eat, when do we want to eat, blah, blah, blah. We were about an hour away, and she texts and goes, "Hey, okay, we're done. You can come on down. We're getting ready to move in." And I went, "Honey, we're an hour away. I'm sorry, I didn't know we could help you." Because originally the schedule said she would check in at 9:30. They would have little brief training, which like orientation stuff. They would take a tour, they would take them to lunch, and then they would move them in. So we're thinking 1 o'clock, 1:30. It was like 11:30. And I'm like, if I'd had any inkling that we could have helped her move in, we would have stayed and just hung around the town. We could have gone to another town and done some stuff there, because there was one about 20 miles away. So I was like, "Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. We're an hour away. We can turn on and come back." But I thought, she'll be done by then, and she'll probably be out to lunch, so it wouldn't do any good anyway. And she's like, "Oh, that's okay." She goes, "I'll tell them." She goes, "I don't think I really need any help anyway." Well, she didn't have furniture or anything. She just had like bedding and towels and toiletries, like if you're going on vacation, and she had some food. So it wasn't a ton of stuff, because I didn't want to load her down. Plus, anything she moves in there, she's going to have to move out of there. So we're trying not to overload things. And whatever she takes, she's going to need to be able to bring home in the car. So I think she might have been a little disappointed. But I got to thinking about it, and really I think it was better that she and her roommate got to do that together, just them. Because then they could just talk freely. Like, I didn't want to make her roommate uncomfortable. Like, you might not feel real comfortable. Like, they had 4 bedrooms to choose from, so I don't know if the roommate would have felt super comfortable voicing her opinion on which room she wanted if we were there. You know what I mean? I didn't want to make it awkward or weird, because they're supposed to be adults, you know. So it was good that we left. I would have loved to see the apartment, but I got a tour later, so that's just fine. And we'll visit her sometime. But her roommate seems super nice. She's a little older than Caitlin. She's a college girl, so I think she's probably a sophomore in college. So that's nice. So she's probably been out a little bit on her own, so she can kind of help Caitlin a little bit. But that's really good. I'm glad she's got a nice girl to live with. The other one will come later. And then they're thinking about, since the one canceled, they're thinking about having an intern from a different program, like even from a different, like not even affiliated with their nursery, live there, so that their employer can help share the cost of the rent, because they have to pay for that apartment, right? So we'll see how that works out. But I'm glad that Caitlin and this other roommate just get some time for a couple weeks just to be there together and get to know each other and kind of know the schedule and kind of feel things out before they have another person in the mix. It's kind of nice. I texted Caitlin this morning. I said, "Good morning. Love you. Have a great day." And she texted back, and she said she slept really well last night. I'm like, I bet you did, because she has been busy too. So finally she got to just relax and just really sleep. She said she slept for 9 hours. I'm like, yay, that's awesome. She has to be at work at 7:30 every day. They work 7:30 to 5. They have a lunch break, and there's actually a lunch room for them to eat in with a refrigerator, which is good. And she has the option of working Saturdays if she wants to. So I said, hey, you should probably think about doing that sometimes. Not every Saturday because you'll burn out and we want to see you. But some Saturdays would be good because that's extra money for her. Cha-ching. But she's doing good. We're doing okay. When I get home today, it might be kind of weird. I might cry a little bit, but so far I haven't really cried. I got a little teary-eyed, but I didn't really cry. Like, I didn't go to ugly cry or anything like that. I'm just, I miss her. But honestly, going to school, when I'm out of school, it'll be way worse. Like right now, it's just like, oh, she doesn't come to school with me because she's not in school. Because I was doing that already. But I think when I'm done with my school and don't have stuff to keep me completely busy every day, all day, I'm going to be like, because she was always around. We always did stuff together. If nothing else, we talked, right? So it's going to be weird. I'm excited for her, though. I'm so excited for her. So excited. Because she's going to bloom. Plant nursery bloom. Didn't really intend to make it a pun, but hey, why not? Because I'm a pun person. There you go. Okay, I'm almost at school. Today I have so much to do. So our schedule got flipped, which works out great for me. So thank you, God, for changing the schedule because now I can get stuff done. So we were supposed to have field day today, like all morning, and then have the AR movie party this afternoon. So like no time to really do anything, right? Well, it was supposed to rain today. So they changed the field day to yesterday while I was gone. So my sub did it. So that means I have all morning today to finish up my 3 reading testings. How wonderful is that? That's like perfect. So while I'm doing that, the other kiddos are going to be signing those 1-word adjective pages I made for everyone and probably cleaning some stuff out. But there's something else I was going to have them do. They're going to do something for their end of the year, like my favorite this, my favorite memory of this kind of thing. And it's not, usually I do like a memory book thing, but this year I'm just going to do like a page because honestly, we don't have a lot of time for that. Sorry, this bridge is really bumpy today. I got the Pringles containers all washed out last night, but they weren't dry. But that's okay because I was going to assemble them at home anyway. So they have all day to dry. And if not, I can just dry them with a towel. I'll have the little labels. I've got the birthday books put together. I did that last night so they can have all of those. That's something they'll get to do is they'll get their birthday book today. And I brought the birthday cookie crisp cereal for their snack today so they can have like a birthday bash since we didn't do it Friday because there just wasn't time. That'll be good. They need to clean out their cubbies a little bit today. Not take everything home, but take some big stuff home. And then tomorrow they'll take their Pringles container and their pizza box, memory box. So it's going to be a slice of my 2nd grade year. That's something they'll decorate today is their paper. I don't have the pizza boxes. I'm going to get them after school. I'm going to have my husband go with me because he's usually the one that picks up the pizza. And I'm hoping that the people that normally see him will be the ones working. And maybe they'll donate the pizza boxes to us like they did for my pizzeria fraction thing. So if not, I'll pay a little bit for the pizza boxes because they're good boxes and we do business with them all the time. Casey's has wonderful pizza and we order every week from them. So it's likely they'll give them to me, but if they don't, it's okay because it does cost them money. So we'll just have to see how that goes. I'll let you know. But I'm going to put their stacks of memory things together today after school. I'm going to stay for a while because nobody's going to be waiting for me till 6 o'clock. My husband won't be home till 6, so I'll have a couple hours where I don't have to think about that someone's waiting on me, other than the cats will be hungry, but they'll survive today. So after school, I'll make a pile of memory papers for each kid, like across my rug, because I have stacks and stacks and stacks of things that I've saved for them that I need to sort out by kid, and I'll just put them in number order so I can separate them out really well. I still have some paperwork I need to do, and I've got report cards finished though. I did half of them on like the weekend, and I did the other half last night. All that's left is attendance, which I should probably do that today. Because tomorrow it's a half day. I mean, it's not really going to amount to a lot. And I can change it tomorrow, but honestly, I need to print them out today. So I'll be printing them out after school too. We'll see how that goes. Okay, let's hope I can get across here before I get smushed by a bus. Oh, here come the buses. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That was a bad idea. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no. Oh, no, oh, no. Oh, people. This happens every time. You got to get out of the way, people. Oh gosh. Oh no, there's a car coming there too. Oh, good gravy. Oh no. Oh no. Oh goodness. You know what? I'm going this way. I'm just gonna go this way because that's a hot mess. Okay, so the situation is we have a one-way and the buses come out the other way, and some person went the opposite way head on to the bus and has blocked everyone, and it was not good. So yeah. All right, now I'm in the parking lot. Get my car parked, get myself in the building, and start my day. I have a huge list I need to get through. So that is my goal today. Oh, you know what? I could have probably gone that way, but that's okay. I'm gonna go this way. I'm not even making any sense. This way. Okay, that was a hot mess express. I'm glad I was not involved in any of that, but I saw it all happen. I was going, well, you heard me. Okay, I'm going in, get some stuff done. I'll try to check back in at lunchtime and let you know how things are going. Good afternoon, it's lunchtime. I just got my kids situated at the lunch table, and I went to my box and look what I got. These were those things on the wall that the art kids made. Everyone got one. Isn't that good? That's me. That's totally me. Yep. Dangly earrings and side cut. So cool. Okay, I want to show you my room because this is really exciting. I don't think I've ever been done this early before. Yay. Okay, check it out. So my desks are still in the hallway from last week when we did our glow games. And then we have the showcase thing. So I just left them out there and I'm enjoying the space. And this works out really well because we have movies this afternoon. I'm gonna have about 20 kids in here so they'll have plenty of space to slide back and relax. If they're not on the rug, I'm gonna let them get a mat to lay on so they don't have to lay on the floor because the floor's kind of gross. Those are my reading folders. They are not only done, they are in alphabetical order, ready to turn in. I've sent my data for that and phonics to the instructional coach. Check. I have still a lot of things to do, so it's not like I'm done, but I'm getting things done. We got all of these cleaned out except for the kids that weren't here. I had 2 kids not here and I can do their cubbies. It's not a big deal. So there's this one, but I already put all of the kids' stuff is right here. Everyone else's is cleaned out. Their stuff is packed and ready to take home. And when they pull their backpacks out, they won't knock stuff on the floor because it's not gonna knock anything out because there's nothing there. I'm so excited. So just the middle part is their stuff. All the top and bottom is stuff that stays. Now, my job is not done. I have all of these that I need to sort into art stacks. I have pizza boxes that I want to get from Casey's, and then each kid will have one, and they did these today. So they did slices of my year, and then this will go on the top as a decoration. And then one of whose box is whose. We also did doodle shapes today. So they could work on that while I was reading testing, and it was a good practice because we just got through with shapes. So it helped them practice their shape knowledge. I'm leaving these out because I think I'm just gonna set little stations out and let them do like Friday Fun Club activities for a while tomorrow. And we'll do some more cleaning. Like whatever I don't get sorted out today, which I really do need to get everything sorted out today. I'll have the kids help me with because, okay, look up here. This is all stuff that I've saved from the year. So there's at least 1 or 2 a month. Plus I can't forget that I have something on this wall back here that I put before the sheet thing went up. Oh yes, I need to take the birds down, the word birds. You just do that now. Little word birds need to come down. So I will do that because those will go in their boxes too. And I have their butterflies over here behind my desk on the counter because like what isn't on the counter at this point, right? Yeah. So maybe probably not during late bus, I'll work on something that doesn't require me to spread stuff out all over the place. But like I have a lot of things to throw away of mine, a lot. But we're getting there. Like really all that's left to do is stuff that I need to do. The kids stuff is pretty much done. I need to put together their end of the year gifts, but every single student, where did I put them? Oh, I think I put them over here. Every single student got their name page done. So those are ready for me to take home. Better put them over here so I don't forget them. those are gonna wrap around a Pringles container, in case you didn't know. And inside will be their gift. And since it's a Pringles can, I'm gonna say, open up a can of fun. Yeah, so I need to make labels for that. That needs to go back in my box. I need to take that to the office. That's my data that needs to go in this folder over here. But I'm doing well. I have all these test papers, like the ones I haven't used. I need to sort back into the testing box, but it's not gonna happen right this moment. This can go back on my shelf if I can get to it. Let me just put it on my pile. Everything is a pile of something anymore. I only have one project board that needs to go home, this thing. There were two, but one of them, the student was gone today because they're sick, but they have a twin sister that's not sick. She's here, and their mom works here. So she can just take it downstairs when she goes to see mom. And the other one here, his guardian will be here tomorrow, so they can take it home then. The rest of them, I only had two of the little star thingies left, and I put the one in the kids' cubby that's here, and I put the one in the kids' cubby that's not here. And so if they don't come get it, it might just go in the trash. But if they're not here tomorrow, I need to clean out the cubby, so whatever. It is what it is. Okay, so look how big my room looks now. Let me get you a shot from the door because it looks ginormous because it really is a big room. Honestly, we're blessed with really good sized rooms. Check it out. Look at all that floor space. Look at all that. Kids are going to love watching the movie in here. And there's a mama coming with a cart to serve us root beer floats. So she's going to go from room to room and they're going to get their floats and they can eat that in here. So yay. I'm excited. It's going to be good. It's been a good day. We've gotten everything done that I wanted to do. And honestly, kind of better than I expected. Very excited. So this is totally awesome. I am loving it. And I'm loving all this floor space. I think I'm going to take the sit spots up. I don't need those down. I've lost so many that, like, I don't even know where they are now. Like, I don't know what happened to them all. I don't know if the vacuum cleaner ate them. I don't know if they got stuck to kids' pants and they didn't notice and then when they threw them away. I don't know. These are not cheap, though. They're about $1 a piece. So if I get them again, I may get a different shape or something. I don't know. They worked pretty well, except for the kids that they would pick at them. And they wouldn't stick to the floor as well because they got bent up a little. But I'll take those up off the floor. I'll be rolling my rug up tomorrow. Put those in there. See, I don't think I have any saved back. I used to. I originally had 12. But now I have 7. And that's like within the last week, I went down from like 11 to 7. So I'm not sure what happened to them. Strange. But you know when you're gone and you have a sub, you never know what the kids do. So I think that's what happened. Okay, I'm going to get some things done while the kids are at lunch. And our movie party starts at 1. So we will have time for recess and a restroom break before it starts. I'm so excited. Yay. Then I can tell the kids where they go for their awesome movie. We didn't tell the kids what room they go to. We just let them pick what movie they wanted. And then we had a couple of them that were really, really big numbers of kids. So, and a couple that didn't have very big numbers. So we just asked them, what movie would you like to see instead of this one? Because we're not going to show this one now because there aren't enough people. So that's what we did. And we got everybody situated. All right, I'm going to go get some things done and I'll see you at the end of the day. Good afternoon. It is 4:22 and I am staying to work on some stuff in my room, but I wanted to show you what we got done this afternoon. So yay. So I showed you that the kids got their stuff all packed up. I got all of their things I've been collecting through the entire year put in their cubbies. Yay. So I can put them in their pizza boxes tomorrow. So check this out. Look, so this kiddo wasn't here, so I packed all his stuff up. But look, I got it all ready to go. And look, it's all clean up here. Yay. And over here. It's all clean up here too. Yay. And that kiddo wasn't here either, but he's all packed up too. So woohoo, and we threw all the trash away. I've started getting rid of piles back here. You might be able to tell. This is all the stuff that has no names. So I'm going to have them look at stuff in the morning. They're going to do this to occupy themselves with a pencil because I had them take their school boxes home, but I have pencils. So I showed you that I have these ready to go. Okay, so back here, you might be able to tell a lot of difference. So I cleaned this out of all the papers. I cleaned this pile of papers. I cleaned this pile of papers. So I've just got some stuff that needs to be put away. I found an iReady card. Got some snack for tomorrow if we need it, which we probably won't. Here's someone science project that's going home with their guardian tomorrow when they come. So this is where the mess begins. I have started cleaning out stuff though. So that's pretty good. And I'm going to make a cursive book for each kid. I think I'm just going to do the ones with the capitals because they have capitals and lowercase. Because we didn't get all the letters. But they also need reinforcements. Now I'm going to be working on report cards. So I just need to put the attendance in for each kid. I already have envelopes. So I'm going to get everything stuffed tonight before I leave. So my goal is to leave it by 6. It's 4:24 now. I should be able to do that by 6 because I want to be home and have supper with my husband. And plus we need to go and plead for some pizza boxes because I want to put that stuff together. And I need to do my Pringles containers and make the little labels that say open up a can of fun. And I need to find the bubbles that I got because I don't know where they went. And if I can't find them, I'm going to have to buy some more. Stink. Oh, and that reminds me, I need to find my bubble gum because I want to have that done. So I need to take it home. So I'm going to look for that and I might give you an update. Well, it's like 6:25, but I did have the report cards done at 6. I just needed to stuff them in envelopes and put them in alphabetical order with the copies of them for the office so they can store them. And I wanted to show you, I got this really pretty cup from a student today. Isn't that neat? It's a Pioneer woman. So cool. And she also got me a Starbucks gift card, so I'll have something to put in it. So awesome. I'm so excited. So I have a little bit of Pioneer woman stuff at my house. This will fit right in. Okay, I've got my big bin packed here. So I figured I'd take this stuff home and I could bring more stuff back tomorrow because I don't want to have to lug all that stuff. Whoop. Okay, I'm going to need 2 hands for this. And we're off. Okay. Got myself together, stopped and talked to one of my former first D teacher friends. We're going to try to get together sometime and, ooh, that's bright. We're going to try to get together sometime and spend some time together. Oh, I'm supposed to meet my husband at Casey's because we're going to have pizza for supper because we had 10 coupons collected so we can get a free pizza. Hey, so supper's ready. And then I can put on my sweet little teacher face and say, hi, would you be willing to give me 22 large pizza boxes for the kids' memory boxes? Blink, 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 wink, wink. Smile, smile. I'm sure they probably will. And even if they don't give them to me, I mean, I could pay for them. Wouldn't be that much, I'm sure. Okay, it is like 6:40. And this girl is tired. So, I don't know if I mentioned, I talked to Caitlin earlier. Well, I texted with her and talked to her. She got off work super early today because of their torrential flooding monsoon weather, which we just had at best time. So when I took the kids to late buses, it was storming like crazy. And it had blown and rained so hard that like the inside of the building where the mat was soaked. And there was like this much water just standing on the floor. And the kids were sloshing through it and slipping. And we're like, oh, be careful. It's wet there. Be really careful. I took my umbrella with me because I always walk one of my little friends to the bus so I can chat with them. I need to make the end of the year gifts when I get home and stick the papers on the pizza boxes. And I've kind of reworked my plans again because, I don't know, I just keep changing my mind of what I want to do. And plus our schedule changed a little bit. So we have recess at a different time than I thought we would because I thought we were going to use our early out schedule, but we got to pick the recess time we wanted. So I picked an earlier time. Then we have more of a stretch of time in between stuff. So like from 8 to 8:30, we'll work on our pizza boxes, which just means they will put their stuff in their box. I'll just call them over and I'll hold the box and I'll go, okay, let's slide this in here. Yeah, and I'm probably not going to be able to fit them in their cubbies, so they can just stack on the table and I'll just hand them to them when they leave. So I have my report cards all in envelopes And I have this thing that was a napkin holder that had a pineapple on it, and I just had to get it, and I hadn't really used it for much of anything. I'm like, oh, that would hold my report cards really nicely. So that's on my desk, so I can give them to the kids right when they come in tomorrow, so they can put them in their backpacks, and I won't forget to hand them out. Because it's always a mad dash. Right after lunch, we leave. So I don't want to have to think about forgetting about that. And I'll have their pizza boxes done right off the bat too. So the kids will be the other kids will be working on those word ladder pages, because they just need pencils. I'll need to sharpen pencils in the morning, but that's okay. Not a big deal. Because I had them take everything home. So yes, I will sharpen pencils in the morning, and they can do the word ladder pages. I have a front and back page. I think I just have one, but I might have 2 copied. Then we'll get the pizza box, memory boxes done and stacked up. And then it'll be time for recess. After recess, we have like 20 minutes. And then we have our awards assembly at like 8:55, I think, to 9:25, something like that. I don't know exactly. I think that's right. And then after that, we have a huge gap. After the awards assembly, we'll be able to just hang out in our classroom. And I think I'll let the kids do stations. And I haven't figured out exactly what I want to put at the stations. So before this was like reality, and I was just thinking into the future, I thought I would do a camp out, and it'd be like a last day camp out. And now that it's here, I don't want to set all that stuff up and have to tear it all down, because I'm tired, and we've done a lot of big stuff. So I think we're just gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go, I think. And I'm just gonna put out games and little building toys. Like, they can use the Friday Fun Club materials. I might just do stations for a little bit and then let them do Friday Fun Club. I don't know. I will figure it out before tomorrow. That is for certain. But I know they really like to mess with pattern blocks and the snap cubes and the tiles and build things with them. The Jenga blocks, the brain flakes, things like that. So we'll just set those out and we can rotate through them. I don't want them to just run to this, that, and the other, though, because it ends up being really loud and not everybody gets to do what they want to do, and it just gets kind of crazy. And I don't want crazy tomorrow. I want nice memories. I don't want them to remember me being grumpy because they weren't listening to me. So I want to have a little more structure to it. So I don't want them to get in trouble tomorrow, for sure, especially on the last day of school. I want them to have great memories and not have any negatives. So I'm going to help them out. So I think I'll just set things at different stations and call them like station 1, 2, 3, whatever. And I might even have like pick one partner to do stations with, and we'll rotate through, because we'll have, gosh, like over an hour. So if they did, 10 stations, and we have like an hour and a half, they could have a little bit of time at each station. I thought about putting some of the glow game things out for them, because some of them never got to play the games because they were still working on their task cards. So I think they might enjoy that, especially if there's just 2 of them at each one. They would get more of a chance to do stuff. So I might do that, plus add some of the math manipulatives so they can just make designs and stuff for fun. So like I just left all the games at school from Glow Games. So the inflatable basketball hoop is still there, and the football goal, and the ring toss. I don't know that I want to do the bowling. That is kind of a pain to set up all the time. The students were really well behaved. I was very impressed with them. That allowed me to be able to sort out all of those projects and things that I had saved back to put in the kids' memory boxes. So I was really happy. It took me all of that time, like an hour and a half. It took an hour and a half, not even kidding, plus a little more time to get all of the things sorted out. So they got their Terrific Kid posters back, because I always save those till the end of the year. They got their very first day writing back. I was like, oh my gosh, that was the first day of school. They will get their time capsule page tomorrow, and I had a student, he actually goes, hey, are we going to get our time capsule thing back? And I'm like, yes, thank you for reminding me. Will you go grab that and just put it on my desk right now? He goes, yeah. He goes, where is it? I said, I think it's over there. So he went and got it. He goes, just right on your desk. I said, yes, please, so I can't forget about it. Like, it'll be in my face when I get there. He's like, okay. So I want them to get that before they put all their stuff in their pizza box. Or they could put it in after. It wouldn't matter. They just stick it on top. Whatever, because it's easy to open. The things I did, I've done a variety of different things with their stuff. I've always done some kind of a memory book type thing. I used to do a spiral comb bound book, which took me forever. It was really awesome. We did a handprint page for every month, so there was a divider, and then there was one like sample of their something, some project or writing for each month. That was too much. So it just took too much time. I took it all home. I would make however many kids I had piles of their stuff. I had to sort them by month and then get them all organized, and then to comb bind, punch everything, and then put the comb in it. Then a few years I did binders, but then you have the same situation. You have to hole punch everything. And some of the stuff I had pre-punched when I copied it, but some of the stuff is construction paper and you can't pre-punch that really. So yeah, that was a little better than the comb binding, but still very time consuming. The last couple years I've done like the really, really big sheets of construction paper, like the 12 by 18 sheets, and I would get 2 of them. And I stapled it one year and that didn't work that great. So the next year, I think it was last year, and I just tied yarn both directions. So it was like a package. That didn't really stay together too well for some kids that weren't super coordinated, and they would drop it would kind of go everywhere. So I'm thinking that these pizza box memory boxes will be the trick. We'll see. I'm always looking for a better way to do it because I have not found it yet. And I saw Vanessa from my second grade life on Instagram a while back, because she was doing like open house or something. She was showing that. I'm like, ooh, that would be perfect for the end of the year memory boxes. And so I asked her about it, and she's like, oh yeah, I got that on TpT. And I'm like, sweet. And so I just looked it up, just like pizza box, memory box, or something like that, and it came right up, because it's like a slice of your year. And they have the lady that made it, I'll link it below for you too. The lady that made it did like different grade levels, but there's also like editable pages, so you can put whatever. You don't even have to have that on there. So I did a slice of my second grade, or a slice of second grade, or something like that. I don't even remember now. It's been more than 5 minutes ago. So that's what we're going to be doing. I am about halfway home. I'm very glad, because the more I sit, the more I'm tired. Because I was moving all day pretty much. I've got a jump start. I'm cleaning up my room. I got rid of a pile of papers. As I was going through finding all the kids' work, I kept finding more stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about this. Because I had some things that we weren't quite finished with, and I had them in different places. And so when I was cleaning up my stacks of things on the countertops, I was finding their things. I'm like, oh, well, I want to send this home. I want to send this home. I want to send this home. I am really glad that I did that, or I would have forgotten about it, and then they wouldn't have gotten their stuff. So yeah, I do have one student that already left. They're not going to be here this week at all, but their parent works not too far from the school, so I thought I might just send a remind text to her and say, hey, do you want to pick up your student stuff at the office? I can leave it in the office for you. I thought about bringing it to their work, but it might be easier if they just came over and got it themselves. It is so not beautiful outside right now. It's kind of a weird color too. Like it's overcast gray weird. You know that storm color? It's just kind of weird. But it cleaned everything off, that's for sure. So I really enjoyed today. Today was not too stressful at all. I was kind of like, because this morning I wanted to get those 3 kids reading tested, boom, boom, boom. And I did. I got them tested right away. Originally, we were supposed to have yearbook signing during that morning time. And I was gone yesterday to Caitlin to her internship. And I didn't know exactly what they did yesterday. But I went and talked to my buddy teacher, and I said, are they doing their yearbooks today? She's like, oh, we did that yesterday. She seemed kind of apologetic. She's like, oh, we did those yesterday. I'm like, oh, no, that's fine. That is fine. That's something less for me to have to schedule in. That's great. I'm like, oh, great. That means I have the whole morning to get testing done. It could not have worked out better. I am telling you. It was amazing. I was stressed about this. I really was. Because you got to get reading levels. You got to. End of the year reading levels are important. Yeah. So I just realized I didn't bring any of my data home so I can work on my pink and blue forms. But you know what? I think I had decided I wasn't going to do it today anyway, because I need to get the kids' stuff done. And I have some end of the year gifts from my friends. So I need to put those together. I've already got the tags cut. I just have to hole punch them and string them on. And I might need to get some ribbon. I don't know if I have ribbon at home. And I know better than to think that I can do it at school. That does not work. Like, half days are crazy anyway, but last day of school, half day, don't even try to do anything. Don't think you're going to have time to do something other than be with the kids. Because really, that's what you want to do. I want to spend as much time with them as I can before they go. Because I was used to being in first grade and they would still be there the next year and I would still see them. That's not how it is now. Second graders go on to the other building across town. Yeah, like their school is right next to the high school where my daughter went. So it's like 15 minutes away. So you don't see them anymore. So I think the reading teacher, I don't know if she started this tradition, but she's continued it, where the second grade teachers, well, everybody really, but second grade teachers for sure, go out when the buses leave and they wave goodbye to the kids because they're not going to see them anymore. So it's like a send-off for them. All right, I think I'm going to say goodnight, and I will see you in the morning.